What's up, guys? Welcome to BassEast.com. We just finished up the first stop of the Central Opens at the Arkansas River, and it was a tough one to say the least. I'm not really sure where I finished. I don't know if I really want to look, but it was a grind. I mean, we were faced with really tough conditions, high, muddy water, and anytime you're faced with that, you got to find some way to get out of that dirt. And the problem with that is everybody does it. So we were all kind of crammed into some very small areas, like in the little creeks and stuff off the main river. And typically when that happens, fishing gets tough quick, and it did. But this week I was able to squeeze a few bites out of a lot of matted willow grass, and I didn't do wonderful, but I didn't do terribly bad. The bites I did get were good ones. I just could not figure out how to catch a limit every day. But what I was doing is I was punching a 1 ounce weight with a little punch skirt, and this is actually a V&M Wild Craw. This is an awesome little punching and flipping bait. This is the Okeechobee Craw color. It's got a little bit of blue and green pumpkin in it. It's a really good color. It matches that skirt really well. But I was actually cutting it in half, and they make a small one. It's an awesome little flipping bait. Anytime I'm around thick vegetation, I love that small one. However, this week with that dirty water, I felt like cutting that big bait in half and having those bigger claws really produced a few more bites for me. But usually I punch on braid. You know, I was punching some pretty thick stuff. I never lost a fish this week doing it, but you can. It's a risk when you do it, but I was actually flipping with 25-pound fluorocarbon. I don't like to do it much when I'm punching, but this week I felt like getting a few more bites was going to be the key to separate yourself from the rest of the field, so I took that risk. Fortunately, I never lost a fish. I just couldn't get enough bites. So this is 25-pound Seaguar Brace X. It's a great fluorocarbon. I threw it on a 7.9 POW. This is actually a Magnum medium heavy. It's got a fast tip, so it absorbed a lot of that shock. You know, when you're flipping and that bait goes thump on the way down, a lot of people are quick to swing. And that rod allowed for a lot of forgiveness if you had a quick short hook set on one. So that kind of saved me a little bit. I had some fish I swung on too early, but that rod allowed a lot of that impact to be absorbed and really saved me. But this is one of my favorite reels. You know, a lot of the guys actually don't use this reel on tour, but I love it. It's the Shimano Sitica. It's one of my favorite series that Shimano makes. It's a 7:2 to 1 gear ratio, and it is one of the most affordable, durable reels you can find. It's a fantastic reel. That's all I use anymore is the Sitica, and it's a great reel. Check them out. But you know, it was a tough week. It is what it is. But we start the Northern Opens here in, I believe, 2 weeks, and I think we might take a side trip to Thousand Islands and catch a few smallmouth. But anyways, we'll check back in with you guys and stay tuned.